So much has been said about Elvis Presley and his complex romantic life. If there is one aspect where the king seemed to struggle, it was in fully embracing his emotions. While he charmed many women, his relationships often faltered when it truly mattered. This was evident in his connection with the stunning Anne Margaret. Their relationship, described by her as an electrifying bond, seemed to hold more weight in the eyes of the public and gossip columns than it did for the two of them personally. Despite the undeniable chemistry and passion they shared, the pressures of fame and the expectations that came with it may have overshadowed their genuine feelings. Anne Margaret later reflected on their time together, acknowledging the intensity of their romance, but also recognizing the challenges that came with being in the spotlight. The allure of their relationship captivated fans, yet behind the scenes, it was a complicated dance of love, ambition, and the struggle to maintain a connection amidst the chaos of celebrity life. Elvis Presley went on one knee to admit his loyalty to Anne Margaret, a moment that captured the essence of their passionate yet complicated relationship. Despite his immense fame and undeniable charm, Elvis had a romantic tale that was both weird and somewhat disquieting. The media buzzed with excitement, labeling his connection with Anne Margaret as the hottest romantic story of the time. Their chemistry was electric, and they shared a deep bond that seemed to transcend the glitz and glamour surrounding them. However, Elvis's romantic irrationality often got in the way of fully embracing this relationship. His struggles with commitment and the pressures of his celebrity status created a turbulent backdrop for their love. While they enjoyed a whirlwind romance filled with laughter and joy, the shadows of doubt and insecurity loomed large. Ultimately, the very factors that made their relationship so captivating also contributed to its challenges, leaving both of them to navigate the complexities of love in the public eye. Elvis Presley is often remembered not just for his music and charisma but also for his complex relationships, particularly with women. Some say he had divided attention, distracted by his romantic dreams with Priscilla. This relationship was marked by a mix of passion and uncertainty. Elvis's charm and popularity made him a figure of desire for many young women, and he often influenced them with his allure. However, this pattern of engaging with female admirers and then leaving them feeling abandoned highlighted a deeper issue. He seemed to struggle with commitment and clarity about what he truly wanted in those relationships. His interactions often left a trail of broken hearts, as he would draw women in with his magnetic presence only to pull away when the reality of a deeper connection became apparent. This indecisiveness created a cycle of longing and disappointment, reflecting his own internal conflicts and the pressures of fame. The allure of his persona was undeniable, yet it often came with the cost of emotional turmoil for those who fell under his spell. While Elvis Presley is often celebrated as the king of rock and roll and a romantic hero, his relationships with women were not always impressive. One notable affair was with the talented and intelligent Anne Margaret. Their brief fling was marked by a strong chemistry that captivated both the public and the media. Anne Margaret matched Elvis's vibrant personality with her own charisma, creating a dynamic that was both exciting and intense. As their romance developed, it became clear that the weight of their connection began to affect Elvis. The passion they shared was undeniable, but it also seemed to weaken him as the relationship reached its peak. Anne Margaret's intelligence and charm brought out a different side of Elvis, one that was perhaps more vulnerable than he was used to showing. This relationship, while fleeting, left a lasting impression on both of their lives, highlighting the complexities of love and fame in the world of entertainment. The allure of their romance was not just in the glamour, but also in the emotional depth that came with it. Elvis returned to Anne Margaret on his knees, begging for her love, but by then, it was already too late. Their relationship had been intense and passionate, filled with chemistry that captivated many. However, the pressures of fame and the expectations of their careers created a rift between them. Some believe that Elvis's decision to marry Priscilla was influenced by his feelings of inadequacy regarding his relationship with Anne Margaret. They suggest that he felt he did not achieve the success he desired with her, possibly due to her strong and intimidating charm. Anne Margaret was a vibrant star in her own right, and her presence could overshadow those around her. This dynamic may have contributed to Elvis's struggles with self-esteem and his eventual choice to settle down with someone he felt he could manage more easily. The love story between Elvis and Anne Margaret remains a poignant chapter in their lives, marked by longing and missed opportunities. Their connection was undeniable, yet the timing and circumstances led them down different paths, leaving a lingering sense of what might have been. Elvis and Anne Margaret flared up the screen in the classic film Viva Las Vegas. Their on-screen chemistry was electric, captivating audiences with their charm and charisma. The film showcased their talents, with Elvis's music and Anne Margaret's dancing creating a memorable experience. Off-screen, their connection deepened into a widely publicized affair that fascinated fans and the media alike. Despite both marrying different people, they maintained a friendship that hinted at their strong bond. There were whispers and speculation that Elvis hoped Anne Margaret would reconsider her marriage, reflecting the intensity of their feelings for each other. Their relationship was marked by passion and a sense of longing, as they navigated the complexities of their personal lives while still cherishing the moments they shared. The allure of their romance added an intriguing layer to their professional collaboration, making Viva Las Vegas not just a film, but a symbol of their unforgettable connection. Being invited to Elvis's memorial was a significant honor for Anne Margaret, showcasing her importance to his family and their shared history. Elvis's father specifically asked her to represent the family during a 1977 television special, which further emphasized the close bond they had. Their relationship was marked by a unique connection that transcended the typical Hollywood romance. Even as new talents and stars emerged in the entertainment industry, Elvis's influence on culture and humanity remained strong and timeless. This enduring legacy was reignited with the release of Baz Luhrmann's biopic, which introduced a new generation to the king of rock and roll. While Elvis was known for his charm and womanizing ways, particularly with his female co-stars, none of these relationships had the same daring and vibrant energy as that with Anne Margaret. Their chemistry was palpable, and it left a lasting impression on both their careers and the hearts of fans. The memories of their time together continue to resonate, reminding everyone of the powerful connection they shared. While appearing on screen with Elvis, Anne Margaret attracted significant attention, marking a notable moment in film history. Their collaboration was unique, as she received equal billing alongside the king of rock and roll, which was quite unusual for female co-stars at the time. This equal recognition highlighted her star power and the chemistry they shared on screen. Elvis was bewildered by her magical attraction, often finding himself captivated by her presence. The allure that Anne Margaret exuded was so strong that people began to say she was his female version, reflecting the magnetic energy they both brought to their performances. Their partnership in films like Viva Las Vegas showcased not only their talents, but also the dynamic connection that resonated with audiences. This pairing helped solidify Anne Margaret's status as a leading lady in Hollywood, proving that she could stand toe-to-toe with one of the biggest stars of the era. The impact of their collaboration continues to be remembered fondly by fans of classic cinema. The romance between Anne Margaret and Elvis Presley stirred a whirlwind of emotions among fans and critics alike. Priscilla Presley, who was deeply involved with Elvis at the time, felt the impact of this relationship profoundly. As the public became aware of Elvis's affection for Anne Margaret, Priscilla found herself grappling with feelings of insecurity and doubt. The attention that Anne Margaret received only intensified the scrutiny on Priscilla, leading her to reconsider her own position in Elvis's life. Ultimately, Priscilla decided not to invest herself in Elvis's promises, realizing that his heart was divided. Although their romance ended with Elvis returning to Priscilla and eventually marrying her, it was clear that he continued to hold a special place for Anne Margaret in his heart. This complicated love triangle left a lasting impression on all involved, shaping their relationships and futures in ways that would resonate for years to come. The emotional fallout from this romance highlighted the challenges of love in the public eye, affecting not just the individuals, but also their families and fans. The legacy of this love story remains a poignant chapter in the lives of those who were touched by it. Anne Margaret had no regrets about her past relationship with Elvis Presley. While their romance was filled with passion, it was also brief and tumultuous. She often reflected on her time with Elvis with fondness, but recognized that it was not meant to last. Instead, she found true happiness in her marriage to Roger Smith. Their union, which lasted about 50 years, became a shining example of an enduring Hollywood marriage. Unlike the whirlwind romance she had with Elvis, her life with Roger was marked by stability and deep affection. Anne Margaret appreciated the support and love Roger provided throughout their years together. They shared a bond that weathered the ups and downs of life in the spotlight. This contrast between her brief affair with Elvis and her long-lasting marriage to Roger highlights the different paths love can take. Anne Margaret's story serves as a reminder that sometimes The most meaningful relationships are those that stand the test of time, filled with mutual respect and understanding. Elvis married Priscilla because she reminded him of his late mother, which created a deep emotional connection for him. However, the marriage faced many challenges. Elvis struggled to handle the responsibilities and pressures that came with being a husband. His lifestyle, filled with fame, and the demands of his career, made it difficult for him to maintain a stable relationship. This led to misunderstandings and distance between him and Priscilla, ultimately contributing to the marriage's failure. In her 1994 memoir, My Story, Anne Margaret shared her own experiences with Elvis, detailing their epic romance. Their relationship was intense and passionate, marked by a strong bond that was both personal and professional. Anne Margaret's reflections provide insight into the complexities of Elvis's character and the emotional turmoil he faced. She described moments of joy and connection, but also the struggles that came with being involved with someone as famous and troubled as Elvis. Her memoir captures the essence of their time together, revealing the depth of their feelings and the impact of their relationship on both their lives. During her early career, Anne Margaret, a talented individual born in Sweden, began to carve out her place in the entertainment world as an American singer and actress. With the unwavering support of her mother, she took part in various amateur performances that allowed her to showcase her skills. This involvement sparked her passion for the stage, and she quickly developed a keen interest in performing arts while attending high school. Her natural talent and charisma shone through in these early experiences, laying the groundwork for her future success. As she participated in school plays and local productions, she honed her abilities and gained confidence. This formative period was crucial in shaping her artistic identity, as she embraced the thrill of live performance and the joy of entertaining audiences. Anne Margaret's dedication and hard work during these years would eventually lead her to become a beloved figure in the entertainment industry, known for her vibrant personality and captivating performances. George Burns played a significant role in shaping Anne Margaret's career. He recognized her star potential during an audition, which set the stage for her rise to fame. With a career that spanned about 60 years, Anne Margaret became a prominent figure in Hollywood, known for her captivating performances in both singing and acting. Critics often compared her to Elvis Presley, viewing her as the female version of the iconic star. This comparison stemmed from her sultry and vivacious vocals, which resonated with audiences and showcased her unique talent. The chemistry between Anne Margaret and Elvis was undeniable, making them a perfect combination on screen. Their romance, while mutually exclusive, added an intriguing layer to their professional relationship. Together, they left a lasting impact on the entertainment industry, with Anne Margaret's legacy continuing to shine brightly alongside the memories of her time with Elvis. Their passion ignited a sizzling repressed desire, controlled by the devil within. Anne Margaret described this connection as something deep, fueled by their intense chemistry. It was midsummer 1963 when Anne Margaret and Elvis first met in a Hollywood studio. The moment began with a simple handshake, but it sparked an immediate connection that neither could ignore. This initial greeting quickly led to a private lunch, where they found themselves on the same wavelength, sharing laughter and stories. Their chemistry was palpable, and it translated seamlessly when they performed together on stage. The energy between them was electric, captivating everyone who watched. Anne Margaret felt that their bond was not just a fleeting moment, but something that resonated deeply within them both. The allure of their relationship was undeniable, as they navigated the complexities of fame and personal desire, all while being drawn to each other like magnets. Their time together was marked by a blend of excitement and restraint, a dance of emotions that left a lasting impression on both their lives. Their romance turned bitter, with some saying Elvis was selfish. Anne Margaret, who had a passionate relationship with Elvis Presley, sensed that their time together was limited. She observed the signs that hinted at an inevitable end. Despite the joy they shared, the pressures of fame and personal commitments loomed over them. Anne Margaret understood that Elvis had a life outside their romance, one that included his longtime love, Priscilla. As their relationship progressed, it became clear to her that Elvis was torn between his feelings for her and his obligations to Priscilla. Eventually, Elvis made the difficult decision to return to Priscilla, seeking her forgiveness. This choice led to their marriage, marking a significant turning point in both their lives. Anne Margaret's heartache was palpable, as she realized that their passionate affair was not meant to last. The bittersweet memories of their time together lingered, a reminder of a love that was intense yet fleeting. Priscilla Presley expressed her deep anger in her memoir when Elvis spoke about Anne Margaret. This revelation highlighted the emotional turmoil that surrounded their relationship. Despite Elvis eventually settling down with Priscilla, he continued to engage in illicit affairs, which added to the strain between them. Anne Margaret, who had a significant connection with Elvis, acknowledged that even after he made marriage vows, the allure of their past was too strong to ignore. The devil within them seemed to overpower their commitments, suggesting that their feelings were not easily extinguished. Elvis maintained contact with his old flings, and it was clear that he still harbored feelings for Anne Margaret. This complicated web of relationships showcased the challenges of love and fidelity in the spotlight, revealing how past romances can linger and affect present commitments. The emotional landscape of their lives was marked by nostalgia, unresolved feelings, and the struggle to balance love with loyalty. When Anne Margaret performed her first show in Las Vegas, it was a significant moment in her career. Elvis Presley attended the show, bringing her a beautiful bouquet of congratulatory flowers. His presence was a reminder of their past connection, and he expressed his feelings for her during this visit. However, Anne Margaret was happily married at the time, and chose not to rekindle their previous affair. Instead, she focused on her life and career. After meeting Roger Smith, it took 5 years for their romance to blossom. They dated for about a year before deciding to marry in 1967. Their relationship was built on mutual support and understanding, allowing them to thrive both personally and professionally. Anne Margaret and Roger became a strong team, encouraging each other in their respective careers while enjoying their life together. Their bond was a testament to the power of love and partnership in the entertainment industry. Their marriage was unique and celebrated for its longevity. Anne Margaret and her husband, Roger Smith, were together night and day, supporting one another through life's ups and downs. Their bond was strong, and they shared a deep love that lasted until Smith's death. This connection was a testament to their commitment and partnership, which many admired. In contrast, Elvis Presley's sudden death left many questions unanswered, particularly regarding his romantic choices. He had a complicated relationship with Anne Margaret, who was a significant figure in his life. Despite their chemistry and connection, Elvis ultimately chose to be with Priscilla Presley. This decision has puzzled many, as it raises the question of why he consistently favored Priscilla over Anne Margaret, especially given the depth of their relationship. The dynamics of love and choice in Elvis's life remain a topic of intrigue, leaving fans and historians to wonder about the paths not